You could wait patiently for the perfect weather and hope for a bit of luck in order to get an iconic autumnal shot of leaves encased in ice. But I'm going to show you how you can easily produce your own icy leaf shot in the comfort of your own home. First, I've got to find some brightly coloured leaves for my still life, such as these acer leaves. These ones look perfect, as they're still complete and in good condition. Now I've got my leaves, I can head back home and start freezing them. Rather than simply put your leaves in a clear container with some water, you'll find it easier if you freeze them in 3 separate stages. Start by freezing a thin layer of water on its own, and then position your leaf and some more water and freeze it again. You can then add a little more water until the leaf is just covered and put it back in the freezer. While I'm waiting for the leaf to finish freezing, I'm going to set up my lighting and camera, because I'll need to work quickly once I take the leaves out of the freezer before they start to melt. To backlight the leaves and the ice, I'm going to use an old light box, the sort of thing that we used to use for viewing slides. But you could use a piece of white perspex or plexiglass with a light underneath it. Now I'm going to put my Nikon D7000 on a tripod and position it over the light box and set my basic exposure. In manual mode, I need to set the exposure so the light from the light box is almost pure white, but not overexposed. If I set the aperture to f8, for my setup a shutter speed of 1/8 of a second gives the right exposure. To light the front of the leaves and the ice, I'm going to use a flash gun, which I need to position to the side of the subject. So I'm going to attach it using an off-camera cord, but you could use a radio trigger instead. I need to set the flash to manual, and I'm going to start with a power setting of 1/8 power. I'm now ready to get my frozen leaf and put it on the light box. Then reposition the camera to frame the leaf so I can't see the edge of the ice or the container. Once I've carefully manually focused on the leaf, I'm ready to start shooting. You'll need to experiment with the position of the flash to avoid reflections from the ice and to get the correct overall exposure. So take a few shots with the flash just above the surface of the ice and at different distances. Now the flash is just a bit too bright, so I'm going to reduce the power to 1/16. The exposure looks much better at the lower power, as there's plenty of detail in the leaf without any distracting reflections. Now I'm going to try a few more compositions, but that's all there is to creating frosty autumnal images in the warmth and comfort of your own home.